Good evening, one and all. Here is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and welcome to a Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net here in Hamilton, Ontario. Monitoring the VE3 ZOE repeater at 443.075. It is a directed net. Our host tonight, VE3IUK. We're just waiting for the clock to flip over to 7 p.m.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt Bill. Location is Dundas, Ontario, and I will be your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Club Net. And don't forget, we're streaming this live on YouTube, courtesy of Mac VA3IMW. So if you check in on YouTube, please make sure that you tap that like button for them. At present, we're on a summer schedule, and this net meets 3 times weekly, Sunday and Tuesdays on this repeater at 7 p.m., Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125, and after Labor Day we'll go back to our regular schedule where we also have a Saturday and Monday net also on this repeater. Mondays are hosted by Chuck, VA3IMW, and I believe also Mac will start its sideband net up that occurs Sunday nights at 8 o'clock on 446.125, if I'm not mistaken. So with that, let's stand by for any priority traffic or quick one and done. Come now. Okay, nothing heard. Let's stand by for anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now. VA3NFG. VA3NFG, VA3IUK. Good evening, Steve. How are you doing?
Good, Bill. Just had some chicken wings with a little bit of hot sauce and washing it down with a ice cold Pepsi Zero.
Oh, wow. Living the good life, are you? Yeah, I had dinner myself. I had a nice marinated pork chop. I made myself some rice and some kale to go along with it. So, yep, always got to feed the tummy, and then I guess we feed the brain as well, Steve. Thanks a lot for checking in.
Yeah, not a problem there, Bill. We'll be standing by here and listening to the rest of the net. Thanks for doing it, Bill. VE3IUK, VA3NFG.
Okay, Steve, thanks a lot for being out there, and thanks for checking in. I noticed that we have Guy, who has checked in from Ottawa. It looks like it's his birthday today, so we'll wish Guy a happy birthday. I see Larry's checked in, and Chuck has checked in, and Mac also on YouTube. So with that, let's stand by and see if there are any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, a couple more gentlemen in there. Let's start with Chuck. Not Chuck, I think Mark was there first. VA3MHV, VA3IUK. Good evening, Mark. How are you?
Good evening, Bill, and all others on net. I'm well, thank you. Hope you're the same. Not much to report here, Bill. Just checking in, give you one for the log, and I'll be listening along and enjoying the net. Back to you.
Okay, well, we appreciate your check-in, Mark, and always good to hear from you. All right, with that, let's move on down to Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3IUK. How you doing this evening?
VA VA3, CJZ. Good evening, Bill, and all on net and on YouTube. First off, happy birthday to my cousin Guy, Bunfight Guy. Congratulations on making it this far. That's what I tell myself every day. Hey, cool thing happened to me, Bill, on the way out to my back deck. Not very far, but I went out there and I have this little mini picnic table. It's only like, 6 inches long by 5 inches wide or whatever it is, right? And I noticed there was a praying mantis sitting right on there today. So, of course, I went in the house, grabbed my phone, hoping it would still be there when I got back, and took a couple of pictures and posted that on my Facebook news feed there. So that was cool. I don't think I've ever seen one in person that close. And so that was awesome. Back to you.
Oh, very good. No, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'll have a look at that after the net's over. I'm just wondering, did he have a little picnic basket with him?
No, but he was praying. Yeah, I even had this little takeout cup that my wife brings home from her work, and I filled it up with some water, but he wasn't interested. It was right underneath my patio umbrella, so I was in the shade, but he wasn't interested in any water. But it was cool to watch nonetheless. Plus, we get lots of butterflies in the backyard now, and then the robins come by and visit as well. And so it's pretty neat having a little bit of Mother Nature, even though we're in the city, right? So yeah, that really made my day. And on another note, I found something out today or yesterday about Zippo lighters. If anyone's using a Zippo lighter, I found out that you can only use the Zippo lighter fluid or the good old traditional Roncinol lighter fluid. Occasionally, when the wife goes to the res, I would have asked her, grab me a can of fuel, and she'd bring home this no-name brand. And I just put it together a couple of days ago that maybe it's the fuel, because I was having so much trouble lighting the lighter. I mean, everything was brand new, a brand new wick and a flint, and it wouldn't start. I'd take a big lighter and I would have to start it. Let me drop for a second. So, anyways, what I did was I stripped it down, took all the cotton balls out of there, put a brand new wick in, and reloaded the cotton in there, and then I put the Roncinol fuel, and gosh darn it, it started on the first try. So put a brand new cotton ball in there, and got it to work. Man, am I ever relieved. I was so upset last year that I went and bought another Zippo, and of course after I used it a few times, it would stop. And I was stressing over that, so I finally figured out what the cause was. Anyways, I hope to hear everyone tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 o'clock on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, 146.430, and I will also be streaming it on YouTube. Thanks, Bill.
Well, first of all, just a couple comments there. First of all, it's nice to see people that still appreciate nature. I think we get so busy in our lives we don't stop to smell the roses or look at the mantises. So good for you, Chuck. And as far as Zippo lighters, that's interesting. It must have something to do with the fuel, I would imagine. But that's really interesting, Chuck. Yes, and thank you so much for doing your Wednesday night net. People look up that as a way of breaking up the week, Chuck. So good for you. And I see that Jason has checked in. He's from Charlottetown, PEI. He's hoping to activate Hopewell Rocks Provincial Park in New Brunswick tomorrow. So I'm sure that we'll find out what time he's going to do that. Excuse me. that Albert at VA3BT is also checked in. Sorry for that cough. Still recuperating from the bout of strep throat I had. So, anyways, I'm going to drop it and see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VE3 LBI. VE3 KDT.
VA3WPG.
Okay, got three more folks checking in there. We'll start with Larry. VE3LBI, VE3IUK. Good evening, Larry. How are you?
We're doing good, Bill. Yes, Chuck, kerosene doesn't work too well in Zippo lighters, that's for sure. Another warm day. I guess we got a break coming shortly. But man, I'll tell you, we could sure use a little bit of rain. Things are so dried out.
Yeah, I've noticed that even the humidity seems to be not as high as it was earlier, on the weekend, earlier in the week. So you're quite right about that. Just a trip over to the plaza today to do some banking and to pick up a couple things. Could feel that heat, Larry.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Yeah, like I say, but things are dried out so bad. Front lawn's terrible. Backyard's not bad. It gets a little bit of shade from the apartment, but let's put it this way: it's a half and half. Half lawn green, not enough to cut. The other half's all brown. So, anyways, it is what it is. We'll get some rain when we get it. So, like I said, hopefully we get a little bit of break coming up shortly. I think they say this is the warmest July that we've had for, I don't know exactly, but quite a few years. All the heat that we had there through the days and everything.
Yeah, I was trying to think back today, and I remember back in, I think it was 2007. I remember July being very hot. I had to go back and check some records, but I remember coming through Toronto to go back up north, and it was 37 degrees in Toronto, and I think it was something like 45 in the Index. I remember that day particularly well, and that was mid-July.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, I'll let you pick up the rest. I'll listen along. Thanks, Bill, for doing it. VE3LBI.
Okay, Larry, thanks a lot for checking in, and try to stay cool, and let's pray for rain. Noel, VE3KDT, VE3IUK, good evening. How you doing?
VE3IUK, VE3KDT. Doing pretty good. Staying out of the hot weather, but did manage to get my stuff all set up. I went for a trip out to go visit my cousin yesterday, and took it out to the middle of nowhere, and I have never been so impressed with how good the signal was. Really starting to appreciate or understand all the interference we have around here. And as for the Zippo thing too, you already did the only thing you can if you put the cheap stuff in and take all the cotton and all the wick out. But yeah, I guess that was just my comments there.
Yeah, we don't realize how much interference we're subject to with all the electronics we have around us. That's very poorly shielded and all, and causes so much problems. I know that when the power's gone out here before and I've turned on an AM radio, it's like, wow, what a difference.
Yeah, actually, you have me remembering hearing the stories about what the big blackout there in New York. It was the first time that most people had ever seen the Milky Way part of the sky. Just the odd one or two stars, but when all the lights shut off, kind of the same thing as the radio.
Yeah, when you live in the city, you don't realize what all the light pollution that, thanks for checking in, Noel. Let's move on down to Chris and see how his day has gone. VA3WPG, VA3IUK. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, VA3WPG. I used to be able to do a couple tricks with a Zippo. Well, still waiting for them to finish up the balcony, but we got some more progress done on it today. On the weekend, they came by and put some kind of a gray, I'm guessing, as I mentioned, weather sealant down. And today they were back and they put some other gray stuff down. It looks kind of stucco-y, sidewalk-ish, so I'm guessing that's going to be the new surface. It actually looks pretty darn nice. I'm thinking we're wrapping up on the concrete, so the next step, I'm guessing, is probably going to be, I'm guessing, I don't know anything about the process, but I'm guessing pretty soon we're going to be coming up to drilling holes for the new railings. So, yeah. Other than that, no radio today. This is it. So just saying good evening to everybody, dropping in a check-in here, and we'll be listening.
Yeah, sounds good, Chris. And hopefully you'll be able to get your little mini antenna farm back up again soon.
Oh yeah, it'll come. It'll pass fast.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thanks a lot for checking in, and yeah, no, not much radio here today. As I say, I wouldn't even attempt to go to a park today, waiting for that cooler weather, and we'll get out again. But thanks a lot for checking in, Chris, and let's stand by and see if there's anyone else who would like to check into Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now. Okay, well, let's give one more shout for any last call check-ins or any rechecks before closing net. V3IUK listening. Well, that appears to be it. I'd like to thank Mac for hosting the net on YouTube, and thanks to Terry V3IQL for the YouTube. Very much appreciated. Thanks to those folks that checked in. So stay cool, and hopefully be able to get out, and for those who do pour, to be able to get out and enjoy some more temperate weather. Anyways, this is Bill, V3IUK Dundas, saying 7-3 all, and turning this repeater back to normal amateur use, and I'll be monitoring for a while.
It was even hard on a motorcycle today. I couldn't imagine standing in one spot stationary activating a park.
No, me either. As I say, I just walked over to the plaza, just there and back, and when I got back, I was sweating, and it's only about a 5-minute walk to the plaza.
I believe it.
VA3IMW. Sorry, Bill, late check-in.
Okay, all right. Well, you're lucky you didn't get your foot caught in the door as I closed it. But yeah, good evening, Mac. How you doing?
Doing so very well. Wonderful day. I'm constantly reminding myself that I'm glad it's not February. So I've heard lots of banter about how it's too hot, it's too hot, it's too hot. It's summertime, and I kind of like it this way. Anyways, the trip up and down on the highway was uneventful, so much so that noticeably less traffic than usual. So all good there. Good traffic on the YouTube stream. The chat has been lively. So yes, happy birthday, Guy. Jason, all the best. And I'm going to bet that by the time you're out there activating the flower pots, I'll probably be doing something that earns the money that pays for this. And trust Albert is enjoying life up there in Barrie. And who else can I wave to? I guess that's about it for all now. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Bill. Certainly appreciate it. Now you still need to rest your voice and get it back to 150%. Other than that, thanks everybody. And there's a story in there that starts. 'Twas the night before a reg. So looking forward to that tomorrow evening as well. 7.3s for the time being, and I'll bring the live stream to a close.
Okay, Mac, yeah, and thanks for doing the live stream. No, I'm not really complaining about the weather. It's just that, unfortunately, because of my skin and that, and, the lack of pigment, I've got to be careful outside. So, but you're right, I would probably rather have this than it being minus 20 Celsius. So, we'll take it and we roll with it. But thanks a lot for doing the net on YouTube, and thanks a lot for checking in, Mac.
All right, I'll be monitoring this frequency for a little while as I poke around on HF and try to make some other contacts. But thanks again.
Yep, 7.3, and I'm going to go put the garbage out. VA3IMW.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight. 7.3s, one and all. That's how we say goodnight.